I hear you on the track.
Shout out, this a baby.
Y'all, welcome in. So look, right, how we gonna do this is y'all check in the comments. Let me know where you tapping in from. Drop your city and state in the chat. I am on my way. And we gonna get into it. Drop y'all questions. Drop your city and state. I'm gonna chat y'all out in a minute. I will be on here. Are you looking to start your own cleaning company? Or maybe you started your cleaning company, but you just need a support group, some mentorship, some guidance. Hell, a bidding calculator just to help you know if you're pricing the job correctly. Join us at cleanbiznetwork.app. That's www.cleanbiznetwork.app today and get on the right track with your cleaning company. We have everything you could possibly need to get you going in the right direction and see why we've been the leading cleaning business consulting company for the past 5 years and why they call me AJ Simmons the cleaning business GOAT. So I can help you just like I've helped and my company has helped thousands of other people start and grow their cleaning companies. Go to the number one source today, www.cleanbiznetwork.app. Thank you. Are you looking to start your own cleaning company? Or maybe you started your cleaning company, but you just need a support group, some mentorship, some guidance. Hell, a bidding calculator just to help you know if you're pricing the job correctly. Join us at cleanbiznetwork.app. That's www.cleanbiznetwork.app today and get on the right track with your cleaning company. We have everything you could possibly need to get you going in the right direction and see why we've been the leading cleaning business consulting company for the past 5 years and why they call me, AJ Simmons, the cleaning business GOAT. So I can help you just like I've helped and my company has helped thousands of other people start and grow their cleaning companies. Go to the number one source today, www.cleanbiznetwork.app. Thank you. Are you looking to start your own cleaning company? Or maybe you started your cleaning company, but you just need a support group, some mentorship, some guidance. Hell, a bidding calculator just to help you know if you're pricing the job correctly. Join us at cleanbiznetwork.app. That's www.cleanbiznetwork.app today and get on the right track with your cleaning company. We have everything you could possibly need to get you going in the right direction and see why we've been the leading cleaning business consulting company for the past 5 years and why they call me, AJ Simmons, the cleaning business GOAT. So I can help you just like I've helped and my company has helped thousands of other people start and grow their cleaning companies. Go to the number one source today, www.cleanbiznetwork.app. Thank you.
Headed to the top, there ain't none of y'all stopping me. Used to say I never get a ring, Charles Barkley. Now I got a wife, got kids, on property. Bubble-eyed beans that look like that be watching me. Okay, I lied about the beans, but that was hard though. I'm still in that black act, but she starred though. Cause that's all it takes. Don't flash it for. I'm on my grind, not no motherfucking fashion show.
What's good, y'all? AJ Simmons, founder of the Clean Biz Network, and I am the Cleaning Business GOAT as well. Thank y'all so much for checking in today. I see we got a few people just looking, but don't just look. Hit the like button, number one. Number two, make sure y'all drop y'all city and state in the chat so I can shout y'all out. And if you got questions, then drop those too, because that's what I love to do more than anything, to just help you straight up. You know what I mean? Whatever you got a question about, you drop that down, and we're going to hop on there and help you out. So without further ado, let's get into it. I told y'all today, I'm not sure how many of y'all saw my reel from earlier. I dropped a classic reel that I have where I talked about how I would basically just get to 10 grand per month is what the headline said. But really, I was talking about just how to scale a business in general, how to scale it and automate it pretty much. And so here's what it is, all right? 3 simple steps. And I'm going to go break them down all in order, but I'm going to give it to you just straight up first. 1, find a way to get customers coming in nonstop. 2, find somebody to serve those customers nonstop. 3, have systems in place to make sure all that shit stay under control. That's really the 3 ways to automate your business, all right? Now, if you don't know, if you're new over here, I do specifically like to focus on the cleaning industry. However, these principles apply to pretty much any type of service-based business, all right? So let's go ahead and get into this thing. And that distracted me. See? That's why you need to not let your kids sit at your desk, all right? So whatever you do, don't let your kids work from your desk, because then they're going to get to seeing that stuff and get to pulling it off. But anyway, that really bothered me. But anyway, let's get into this thing, y'all. So it's very simple. If you want to automate your company, it goes like this. First off, you got to have a way to generate leads nonstop if you want to generate customers nonstop. So how do you generate leads? For me, and I'll tell you multiple ways, but for me, the best way would be to hire somebody to call businesses all day long. Now, y'all might say, okay, well, AJ, I'm brand new. I can't hire nobody. I can't hire nobody. Okay, well, if you know, like I know, you hire somebody from overseas, that way it costs way less than hiring somebody over here. So that's number 1. Number 2, if you can't hire somebody else to do it, then you probably ain't ready to automate yet. And today we are specifically talking about automating. Okay, so we're talking about automating your cleaning business, not just growing it. All right, so if you don't got a budget to hire somebody to go ahead and cold call for you, then this might not be for you. All right, but that would be my number 1 way. Find somebody overseas, pay them. And by the way, I always pay my people very well. You know what I mean? I pay them very well, but very well for them over there, it's not the same as very well for us over here. So that's my way for doing it. And a lot of y'all want to do that method too, but y'all don't know how to train them properly. Y'all not taking the time to show them and help them with their speech so that the accent ain't going that well. And I'm gonna tell you now, I went years doing the same thing. And then when I really like had to sit down, look in the mirror, listen to some more coaching training videos, CEO training videos, and I had to look myself and just realize, you know what, AJ, your company can do better, but it ain't gonna do better until you do better. So we had to step up our training. Now we do weekly meetings. You know what I mean? Well, and it's like it be the little detail stuff that at first I'm like, well, that don't matter as long as you get it done. But you can't have that attitude. You know what I mean? You can't have that attitude. So now we really like, we'll sit down, and if I hear them say, like, for example, they what's one of the things they'd be like, we'll meet you at 10. How they say it? 10. There's a particular way how they were saying the time. I forget how it is, but anyway. And I had to tell them, no, don't say it like that. Just say 10 o'clock. You know what I mean? Or you don't have to say Eastern time if you know we calling in the Eastern time. Like everybody there on Eastern time, you have to say that part. You know what I mean? Just say 10 o'clock. We'll see you on 10 o'clock on Monday. All right. So, but there's little stuff like that you got to be able to tweak your people on and take the time to actually train them. You know what I mean? So there's that. So once you get that method going, then I got other ways too. So you could do email marketing. I told y'all that's my second best way right now that I'm tapping into that's really helping us with generate more leads. Now, you also, if you're going to generate all these leads, you got to make sure that you can actually close those deals. So you got to make sure that you into learning how to sell, knowing how to sell, knowing how to close these deals, right? So, hold up, wait a minute, what we got here? Curtis says, new member having onboarding issues regarding the time, Pete, because I can only do onboarding on my laptop. No, laptop is great. That's fine. So we do onboarding every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Eastern time. There's a group onboarding call that's done every single week for any new CBN member. So make sure you catch that. It's right in the community. If you look in the community, the link is right at the top. It's pinned to the top. Every week we do it as a Google Meet. And shout out to Bill. She holds it down. And then also, if you need to hear from me directly, just, let's see, what's the best way to contact me these days? It's so hard to get me now. I ain't gonna lie. So drop a comment on this video. You in my chat right now. Come back and drop a comment on the video, and then I'll reply to you in a comment on how to book an info call with me, and I'll hop on that 15 minutes with you, walk you through it myself if we got to. But I'll make sure you're straight. All right. But anyway. All right. So we got the way. So basically, number one, like I said, lead generation, because you need lead generation because you need customers. But sometimes people overlook at how much it takes to actually get customers in the commercial cleaning industry. You know what I mean? And drop y'all questions, by the way, y'all carry me. You know what I mean? I saw that one come in. I appreciate it. Let's get some more. But the way commercial cleaning industry is not just you call them and then you try to get the sale on the first try and you win the end. That's not how that works. All right. That's not how the cleaning industry works in the commercial side anyway. You literally got to put some work in. You might have to follow up 4-5 times before you close the deal. It might take you a month to close that deal and not just a day. It might take you 2 months to close that deal. It might take you 7 months to close that deal. But you got to stay persistent. And that's also why you got to keep your pipeline full. And that's why I'll be telling y'all to make sure that you always selling. All right. Always be selling. Always have a lead generation system within your company. You can buy leads too. Y'all know I have a lead generation service, cleanbizleads.com. You can always get us to do the heavy lifting for you. However, you don't have to get leads from us. In the Cleaning Biz Automation program, we teach you how to generate your own leads in-house. I show you how to hire those calls overseas that I'm talking about. We show you what to look for, where to hire them from, how much to pay them, all that good stuff. As a matter of fact, shout out to Bill again. Bill, y'all know Bill wearing all my back end stuff. Shout out to Bill. Can't thank her enough. I'm so lucky I found her years ago. But we literally go the extra mile and even like help y'all find the people. If you in an automation program, be like, AJ, can y'all help me find a VA? We will literally tell you how to do it. Now I show you where to go get it. You know what I mean? Most people know about Upwork.com. That's one. That's a decent place to go get it. Oh, that ain't shining now. I'm about to turn it off. Anyway, you know what I mean? But what was I saying though? Anyway, all right, bam. But most people know about Upwork.com. But a lot of people don't know about the other sources that we have. You know what I mean? That's the stuff that we teach inside the automation program. So make sure you're going through that. You know what I mean? Make sure that you're taking your time, learning how to source these leads, and then also generating lead lists. A lot of y'all pay, I don't know, what's he, Zoom Info? All of these big companies, y'all paying them thousands of dollars just to generate lead lists. As if AJ Simmons ain't be here telling you, I can show you how to do that for free. Literally. Now, the course teaches you got to pay for the course, but I show you a database that you can access for free. Zoom Info is not free. You know what I mean? So when you get the Clean Biz Automation program, we have a course that comes with it. All right. And it's a coaching program. So what that means is it's not just a course. We throw you in there, you go through it and goodbye. The program part means that it's ongoing support from me, as well as my partner in this program, Mr. Sherman Lewis, Sherman Andrew Lewis. Y'all know the automation's king. Well, he pre-built automations for y'all and all of that, which, by the way, that's the third step into this. So I'm getting so hung up in the first step, but that's only because y'all ain't asking no questions. So I'm purposely dragging this out. Right. So, but anyway, all right, bam. So, but that's step number one, leads. All right. And shout out to my people checking in, CBN members in here, Tony Williams in the building, certified CBN coach. And then we also got my guy, Mr. Mahar, checking in as well, also CBN member long time. Appreciate you checking in. All right. But really, so that's step number one, lead generation, customer acquisition. But you can't get customers without not having consistent flow of leads. All right. Because it takes so much to get a customer in the commercial cleaning industry. The sales cycle is not fast. All right. But it ain't that. I don't mean that it's hard, though. A lot of y'all think y'all got to start in residential, then come over here. It's not that serious. You can jump straight into this. Trust me, that's the way I did it. Then I went to the residential, and then I found out very fast I ain't messing with residential. All right. So, but anyway, that's step number one. Step number two is what I'm going to tell y'all after this pause, because I got to go turn my fan on. Are you looking to start your own cleaning company? Or maybe you started your cleaning company, but you just need a support group, some mentorship, some guidance. Hell, a bidding calculator just to help you know if you're pricing the job correctly. Join us at cleanbiznetwork.app. That's www.cleanbiznetwork.app today and get on the right track with your cleaning company. We have everything you could possibly need to get you going in the right direction, and see why we've been the leading cleaning business consulting company for the past 5 years, and why they call me, AJ Simmons, the cleaning business GOAT. So I can help you just like I've helped, and my company has helped thousands of other people start and grow their cleaning companies. Go to the number one source today, www.cleanbiznetwork.app. Thank you. All right, welcome back, y'all. Let's get into it. So step number two is going to be them subcontractors. So, because I told you, who going to clean it? So if you selling something, which in this case we selling service, a cleaning service, it's like, okay, well, we talking about automating, AJ. Okay, you telling me get these customers, but who gonna clean it if it's automated? I'm trying to go over there to Cancun somewhere and chill for a week or two and let my company stay around without me. Well, that's what this program is designed to help you do. So the way that I like to do it is, instead of putting employees in place, I put subcontractors in place. Why? Because one, and I ain't going to, obviously, anyway. So one is because subcontractors, to me, they take more pride in their work because they're actually entrepreneurs just like you, all right? So they actually, like, when they clean, that's personal to them. They're not necessarily showing up because of time. They ain't here just to get a paycheck. That's what most employees do, especially for lower level jobs. You know what I mean? It's like, why you like that famous interview question, right? Well, why do you want to work here? So I can get paid. The fuck? Like, like, that's how employees think, right? So, but with subcontractors, it's more so they're in business too. So it's like, this is what they do. This is their profession. So that's one of the reasons why I like subcontractors. To me, you have less of a risk of the quality not being as good. Now, a lot of y'all look at me like, AJ, I got some subcontractors and they won't clean and worth a damn. Well, this is your problem. A lot of y'all don't have a subcontractor certification program or some type of way to make sure that your subcontractors are cleaning properly. And so in the program, which you can go to cleanbizuniversity.com/automation. I forgot to say it this whole time, but it's down there. Y'all see it going at the bottom. But in the program, I'll show you how to do that. So there is a way to train subcontractors, but you just got to know how to do it, right? And so everybody don't know how to do that. I was able to figure that out, and I put it out inside this program. And every single person that come through this program, whether they big business, small business, whatever, when they see that, they're like, damn, that's genius. You know what I mean? It's something that I just thought of by watching companies that are bigger than me, corporations. You know what I mean? And I put 2 and 2 together, and I was like, oh, bam. All you got to do is this. You know what I mean? So you put people in place to go clean it for you. So now if you got these overseas people calling for you, you got email marketing working for you, you got the lead generation is under control, right? You got a sales system in place. You closing deals with that. Now we got cleaners in place, right? We got the subcontractors, they coming out, they handling it for you. Now, here's the thing. A lot of y'all dropped the ball here. I'm going to give y'all a little bit more game. I'm going to give you a little bit more. I'm about to speed it up, but I'll slow it down a little bit. So, one of the mistakes that y'all make is let me get the fuck off of here. All right. One of the mistakes that y'all make here is I got distracted because there was another one. Anyway. All right. One of the mistakes y'all make is though y'all put these subcontractors in these buildings and you don't even check behind them. You know what I mean? Y'all just throw them in there, ask them, oh, you got experience? You put them in there, you walk away. You ain't got no system in place to check behind them. You have no idea how well they clean. You going off of what they told you. And that's absolutely not the way to do it. In fact, I gave you another gem. I said this before in certain videos, but I got so many, most people don't catch them all. So I got to repeat this stuff over and over and over again until it sticks. For me, shout out to Ted Belden, one of my mentors in the game. He taught me that sometimes it's better to hire people who don't have experience over people who do. Because those people that got experience, especially these subcontractors, especially these entrepreneurs, especially these, oh, I got a business too. You know what I mean? They think they on your level. Meanwhile, if you on my level, why you working for me? Which there are times where there is good time to strategically partner like that. But in most cases at these at the smaller levels, the reason why they're doing it because they don't know how to get customers, period. So with all due respect, you're not my equal in this situation. Because I knew how to get this deal and you didn't. If you knew how to get it, you would have went and got it and you wouldn't have came and got it from under me. You see what I'm saying? So with that said, now that we've established that, and you ain't got to say that, but this is just I'm telling you, you got to know this. And sometimes us as the new primes, we can be intimidated by these people who've been in the game longer than us, who know more about cleaning than us. But just because you know more about cleaning, good. But you might not know more about business than I do. Or guess what? You might not know more about cleaning actually. You might have been doing it longer than me. You might know how to do that push broom. But you don't know nothing about this backpack vacuum we got going over here that's going to say cut your time. No, I mean that, well, it won't cut your time back. Push broom is faster. But it's more efficient. It ain't going to leave residue in the corners and stuff like that. You know what I mean? You might know the old school with the cotton cloth, but you don't know nothing about this microfiber cloth. You don't understand the reason why we switch it from a yellow cloth to a red cloth. And see, that's what these people with experience might give you versus a brand new person coming over. Like I have one of my best subcontractors. She was I don't even know what she did, but she worked for the city and she was doing something where you dress up as an office job, right? So, but she was one of my best cleaners because it wasn't anything to do with her main stuff. All she knew what to do was what AJ told her to do. And so, and that's exactly what she did. She followed the rules. She respected what I told her to do because at the end of the day, like what she knew no other way. You know what I mean? And cleaning a building is not the same as cleaning your house. Angles is completely different, but it's a lot different. You know what I mean? So you got to know these things. So with that said, by the way, again, I'm going to be honest with y'all. A lot of y'all be like, well, should I get the cleaning biz automation program if I'm brand new? I got two answers to that. On the surface, no, you ain't ready yet. But overall, the way I deliver it, yes, you can. I'm going to tell you why you can is because when you get the automation program, you get my beginner level program as well included. So the Clean Biz Network basic membership is $99 a month. You get the automation program, ain't no monthly payment. You're paying for the whole year and you get the automation course and all that good stuff. So that's why I'm like, well, you still can't get it. And you'll learn, you'll get the foresight. So even though a lot of that stuff, you won't be quite ready unless you got a bag and a little bit of like management or experience in that way. But most of the people that's brand spanking new won't be able to implement some of those principles immediately. You're going to have to get your feet wet a little bit. You're going to have to get out here and clean a little bit first. You know what I mean? So if just be honest with you. But once you get out here, though, you learn the ropes a little bit. Now you can put somebody else in there and then you can show them how to do it. Or you know what to look for. You know what I mean? Then a lot of times, like I said, My program will show you how to clean. The basic program will show you how to clean, and you're gonna get that with the automation program. So you're gonna know certain things that most of these experienced people don't even know. You'd be surprised how many people still don't. I mean, the most basic stuff, bro. Like, you'd be surprised how many of the things that I've been teaching for years that so many of these cleaning companies just still ain't doing because they have no idea that AJ Simmons exists. You know what I mean? They have no idea about Clean Biz Network. So you still got a leg up in the game. A lot of y'all be looking at it too, like, oh, the cleaning industry is saturated. Nah, you can look that way. There's a lot of people throwing signs on the cars, on the SUVs, and saying, no, I mean, dollars cleaning, but they don't know what the hell they're doing. They don't know how to price a job. They never properly learn how to actually price a job. They don't even know how to actually clean in commercial cleaning, like in the commercial cleaning space. They only clean houses before. No, I mean, it's a whole lot, bro. They be coming over here with dollar store products that ain't gonna work if you're serious about commercial cleaning. So I'm just telling you, if I'm honest with you, that ain't the way. All right, but I'm getting so sidetracked. But again, I'm doing it on purpose because I'm buying time. All right, and I see a few more questions coming in. I'm gonna go ahead and jump over there, and don't let me forget. We was on step 2. So step 1 was customer acquisition. And in order for you to get new customers, guess what you got to do? You got to generate leads nonstop. Then it was, okay, well, now that we got customers, who going to clean? Who going to handle the deliverables? Who's going to make sure that the product gets to the customer? Who's going to service the product if it's a service business? Subcontractors in my case. Now, you could go employees, but I told y'all why I like subcontractors. I feel like they value the job more because they're the entrepreneur too. All right, that's one reason. Another reason is because no payroll tax. Way more simple, straightforward. You ain't got to worry about a bunch of extra stuff. All right. Now, there's more things. Now, a lot of y'all, like I said, I was giving y'all some samples earlier. People was like, well, I don't like subs because you can't train them. There is a way, but I only show you inside the automation program. So make sure you go get that at cleanbizuniversity.com/automation. All right. Let's jump in here and see what we got down here. Tony says, or even a solid system to hold their subs accountable. There you go. People don't got it. People don't got it. And that's why this program exists. You know what I mean? Like, and I give y'all a little bit of, it could be as simple as an inspection schedule. Just a simple inspection schedule. Like, I knew mine. I had 2 different ones. When I was smaller, low 6-figure level, I did, what did I do? Let me see if I can remember. It's been a while, y'all. All right. When I was smaller, I did it way more frequent. So it was anything 5 days or more per week. And I'm talking about cleaning. So if you're servicing a bit of 5 days a week or more, then we inspected it once a week. If it was 3 to 4 days, then we inspected it bi-weekly. And then anything less than that, we inspected it monthly. That was mine when my company was smaller. But then for those who've been around, y'all know, after that, I graduated and moved on. And I worked for a huge company that was a multi-million-dollar company. I was a franchise consultant for them, training their franchisees. I was also the operations manager. So I was responsible for running their whole operations in North Florida. All right. And actually a little bit west too, out there in Gainesville and stuff. And so I had to manage. I went from managing like 20-some accounts in my prime for my company to managing like 500 accounts for their company. So it was essentially like me running their business for them because their main office was in Orlando. But I was running a whole Jacksonville by myself. So I got that experience from that. You see what I'm saying? So with that said, we changed the inspection schedule. Then it became for every building that's 5 to 7 days, for 5 days or more per week, we inspected it once a month instead of once a week. Then for the ones that were, 3 to 4 days a week, we inspected those once a quarter. No. It was, let's say, once a month the first time. The next one is every other month. And then the one smaller than that, it was once a quarter. So, but you got to put you a system in place where you can do that. And if you get in Clean Biz Network, we got a system where actually it was a feature in our app, the Clean Biz Network member app. If you click on the top menu in the top left, there's a little section that says inspections. Click on that. It's either inspections or inspection report. But you click on that, you walk around, you can take pictures, you put in the notes, and then you can send a copy of that to your subcontractors or employees. And you can also send a copy of that to your customer if you want to. Now, me personally, I'm not sending it to the customer unless it's a good one, right? If it's something that we fixing, I'm sending it to my people. And a lot of times I'm going to tell you a better way to do that. Because when it comes to inspections too, it's two types of inspections. You got nighttime inspections, you got daytime inspections. Nighttime inspections is when you popping up on your people randomly. That's also when you're going in there to go at those calls. And that's why I was telling you we did weekly inspections, because every week for those big contracts, we had to go wash anyway. We got to go make sure that they got everything, all the all-purpose cleaner, make sure the vacuum bags is actually clean and they ain't just having it build up. Because, you know, vacuums work better the more you dump the bags. A lot of people don't even pay attention to little stuff like that. And so my inspector will be in charge of that, because I already know the cleaner how he's thinking, because I know how I would be thinking if I'm the cleaner. I don't care about none of that extra stuff. I'm just trying to get out of there. You know what I mean? So dumping the backpack bag is extra. Now, every now and then you get lucky with a good subcontractor that values stuff like they value the equipment, they value their job, they value all of that. So they will dump it. But a lot of them won't. So you send a third person in them from a different perspective, and they would actually go in there and be those extra set of eyes to make sure that QA is under control, quality assurance. All right, y'all got a bunch of questions coming in. Finally, I can finally end out with y'all. Let's get it. I don't know if y'all saw how much I was struggling there. Right. All right, now we got some company I can feed with y'all. All right, so Alberto Cruz says, and don't forget, I still got step 3 left. I'm gonna try, but I'm trying to milk it out for the whole hour. I'm gonna see if I can make it, because I don't be really always wanting to make it. All right, Alberto Cruz says, I got a contract, 250 units, different sizes, paying around $176 per unit, a total of $44,000 for the whole 250 units. I guess you're talking about square feet. Let's do the math just so I can make sure. I don't know what that is off the top of my head. Let's see, 176 times 250. Yep, you're talking about square feet. It takes 45 minutes to an hour to clean the units. Is that a good contract? So square footage don't really matter in this particular example that you just gave me. I'm gonna tell you how I can tell you if that's good or not. It's what you told me you getting paid per unit, and the time you're telling me that it takes you to do it. So at 176 per unit, and it only take you an hour to do it, where else can you go and make $176 per hour? That's how you need to look at that. That's all it is. So absolutely, that's a great fucking deal. You can pay somebody $50 an hour. You still walking away with $126 passive per hour. You see what I'm saying? So absolutely, if you close that deal and that's what it is, you need to take that and try to duplicate that everywhere you go. That is absolutely amazing profit on that. All right, what else we got? Tate Tobin, appreciate you checking back in with me. He said, can you run that back again? My feed glitch. Which one did you say inspected bi-weekly? Bi-weekly, it depends on which one. I said 2 different scenarios, but at this level, bi-weekly, I would inspect it 3 to 4 times a week. 3 to 4 times a week cleaning. For 5 days and up, weekly. And then everything else, monthly. All right, what else we got? Thomas, did I say that right? Oh, Tamisha Perkins, my bad. Okay, but from IG, I remember you. She said, hey, AJ, does anyone know how to bid post-construction cleaning? I need help. Help, AJ. I got you. So I was always taught to bid 40 cents per square foot and expect to go there 3 different times. You got your rough clean, your final clean, and your touch-up clean. Rough clean, you're going to be in there, and all of the contractors are going to be in there doing light. They're going to be doing electrical work. They're going to be all type of stuff. And I ain't going to lie. We was winging it because none of us knew where I was when I was with the big company I was. None of us really knew. Right? As time got on, we started getting better and learning, well, let's actually build out a detailed scope of work and be sure about it versus just trying to do whatever we do so we can close the deal and get it. Right? Because it was so much profit margin in post-construction. But anyway. So when I was we literally just find stuff to do. Like, okay, well, the first day we just gonna clean all y'all windows since all the electricians and the plumbers and all of that. So we do all the windows. Which by the way, that was a separate charge. So it's 40 cents per square foot. But for windows, we charge an additional. At that time, I think it was like $5 to $7 per window. Today, I'll say $10 per window. But yeah, so we did extra for that. So I do the windows the first day. And then walking around, like getting any little, like maybe bathroom, stuff like that, which you would obviously do that at the very last clean too, the touch-up clean. But anything you can pretty much get to. And then that's it. Then you're waiting a little bit. You probably go back a few weeks later. Then you're going to do the final clean. Most of them contractors out your way. It's only a little bit of people still in there, and that's when you can really get it like final. Then after that, they might say, can you come back one more time? We open next Monday or tomorrow or Monday, this coming Monday. Bam, you go in there one last time, you do that, and you in there. And so, again, we bid it by the square foot, but y'all, if you watch enough of my videos, then y'all know that I'm not a fan of bidding things by the square footage, but that's how you do it in post-construction based on my experience. But the reason why I don't like doing it is because, like, what are we pulling from? I need to know a time estimate, because then I can have something to base it off of. So I can know, okay, bam, it's going to cost me this. Well, it's going to take me this much time. I'm paying my people based off of this hourly scale, which again, I'm not paying them hourly, but I'm just paying them. I need something to base that set rate off. So if I'm paying them $1,000 for the job, and then we say, okay, well, the job should take 4 hours. Then it's like, okay, bam, well, we know per hour that's $250 per hour, so that's what they get. But I'm not telling you I'm paying you $250, because if you take your ass 8 hours, then it take you 8 hours. But we project it 4. If you clean slow, you clean slow. You know what I mean? And I always base it off of me, because I clean very slow. I'm very, very effective, but I'm not very efficient. Okay, so I clean slow, but it was gonna be looking great when I was done though. But anyway, hopefully that helped though. 40 cents per square foot is where I was taught. If anybody else got something, then yeah. Nope, not per phase. It was 40 cents all together. And then if it went more than 3 times, then what we would do is we say, okay, we got to talk about this, because we plan for 3 phases. But make sure that you get a clear scope of work with them too. So ask any questions. A lot of times post-construction jobs too, depending on where you're getting this opportunity from, a lot of times they'll have an RFP out there where they'll detail exactly what they want and when they want it each phase. But if they don't, ask them. A lot of these companies too, they just like us, they making it up as they go too. They don't know what we charge, and they just comparing different numbers, trying to figure out which cleaning company is best, because a lot of they general contractors. So it's like they just trying to make sure they get some profit out of here too. They basically, really, that's so general contractor. That's exactly what I'm trying to teach you to do with the automation program. It's like, you just close the deal, then go get somebody else to go do that shit and keep your profit out the top. That's all general contractors do. All right, if they know how to scale. All right, that's all any service business do that scales. Window cleaning. All right. What else we got? All right, I repeated that already. I got that already. Hello, welcome in. I appreciate you for checking in from the 757. Shout out to Tender Catering. Appreciate you. Says I have a building that is 2,500 square feet, and I was thinking 625. Should that be a month? Here's the thing. That's not enough information to know. Remember, I was just talking about I don't believe in charges per square foot. This is why. Is because, okay, what's 2,500 square foot and what's in it? Because it could be a 2,500 square foot event space, and there's nothing but wide open flow. How long is it going to take you to just backpack vacuum that whole flow open? Matter of fact, to push broom that mop that flow, and then electric scrub that flow out. That's your mopping. An hour, 2 hours. Okay, but what if it's 2,500 square feet and they got a bunch of cubicles set up in there, and every single cubicle got a busy trash can in it, and it's hard floor, so you got to vacuum and mop it, and they need to change the air duct, so it's extremely dusty, and you got to dust it every single time, and they want you to come 5 days a week and not 1 time a week. That's why you can't bid off the square footage in recurring commercial cleaning. I don't believe in it. There's too many variables. So if you give me some more details, I can help you better with that. Or you can just join Clean Biz Network right now for free. I noticed the automation call, but just FYI, based on that question, I can tell you new. So go to Clean Biz. Goddamn it, where you go? You go to www.cleanbiznetwork.com/challenge, and there's a 30-day free trial. In that free trial, you're going to get a course. Take the course first. Don't join us and then just go come in the community and start asking random questions, which we invite the questions, all questions. There's no bad question here, but it will definitely help us all if you go through the course first, because a lot of your questions are going to already be answered in that course. It also comes with a bidding calculator in the program. but you ain't gonna probably know how to use the bidding calculator if you don't watch module 4 of that course. All right, what else we got? My God, checking in. Says you're doing great, brother. Keep giving out gems. I appreciate that. Shout out to my partner in this whole program here, cleanbizuniversity.com/automations, where you can get the automation program. And I am partnered with this great brother here, Mr. Sherman Andrew Lewis himself, the automations king, y'all. So I appreciate you checking in, bro. I almost hit you and told you to come help me. I said, no, I'm gonna hold it down. He always hold it down. I got it. Appreciate you. Let's see. Figured it out. KJ is best. Shout out to you. Says, hi, AJ. What are your thoughts on having employees on performance-based pay? Something like employees earning commissions based on customer reviews. I think it's an excellent idea. I heard this idea from, I don't even remember the name of this dude or the name of his company, but it was years ago. Some news company did an article on him, and he was doing like, I think, $3 million in revenue in the residential cleaning space. And I'm like, damn, how the hell did he do that much from a house cleaning? Like, doing that from builders is easier because it's bigger checks, right? But, and by the way, and I always like to caveat, but don't get that confused because it's bigger checks. The margins are better in residential for sure. Be clear, all right? But it's just easier to scale a commercial cleaning company. The checks are bigger, just from my experience, from my perspective. But yeah. Oh yeah, but anyway, going back to that. So yeah, but no, I seen a guy do it. He was doing $3 million a year. I don't know if he's still in business or not, or if he sold it or whatever the case may be, but absolutely, when I heard it and he explained that was his process, it sounded like an excellent idea. I love it. All right, what else we got? He said, I heard it from CEO of 2 Mays and a Mott franchise. It might have been them. I can't remember who it was, but it might have been them then. All right, but who else we got? Tamisha said, yep, you already got that one already. What else? All right, Alberto Cruz. I remember that name, by the way. You CBN agent. Hey, AJ, 250 units. I was talking about paying me $44,000. Oh, okay. I'm with you. That's what you meant when you said windows. My bad. I ain't keeping up. Okay, but so you saying, hey, AJ, so 250 units. I was talking about they paying me $44,000 is for window cleaning only, not regular cleaning. Got you. So 200. Well, how many windows? So remember I told you I charge per window, $10 per window, assuming they're like normal size windows. So if you just look at forget the unit, well, not forget the units, but look at how many windows are on the unit. So let's just say each unit has 4 windows. So 4 windows times $10 times 250 units. I made 10 grand. But again, that was just a quick assumption and trying to figure out, you know what I mean? Like exactly what you're talking about. So I don't know. I would need more context if that's the case. All right, what else we got? Oh, wait. 44. Yeah, okay, but yeah, that's exactly what I just said. I thought I was thinking something else. All right, but what we got? He said I was actually expecting a call to help, but you holding it down. I appreciate that. Right, the moment if you offer it to me, I'm sure gonna take it. I was this close last time I was too, but I said, you know what? Nope, he been doing great. I appreciate you though. Tamisha says I just did a 228 unit project, and I feel like I underbid. Okay. Most people always feel that way. Let's talk about it though. I feel like I underbid, and now he just sent me another bid for 24 units, and I sent a bid in, and he told me I was too high. I asked him what price should it be. He told me under 20K. I'm like, hell no. He wants all 3 phases, windows, power. Well, okay. Did you say how many square feet it? Well, you said 228 units. Let me see. Did you already put this information at the top? I don't think you did. Because it depends, right? So let's just say every unit is... Okay, and you said how much? He said 20K. So let's just see. 228 units times... Okay, I was trying to see if she added something up. Okay, so 228 units. Let's just say that each unit is 900 square feet. So we do 900 square feet times, you said both construction, so times 40 cents. That's $360 per unit. 360 times 228, right? Yep, 360 times 228. I'm at $82,000, but I don't know how many square foot. I just use a rough example. That 228 is done. 24, my bad, got you. So 24 units. So, well, how many square feet is the units? That's what I really want to know. And then the good thing about this too is seemed like he want to do ongoing business with you, so we can factor that in a little bit. And then also, you know what? Help me real good. Matter of fact, we can turn this to a whole quick consultation right quick. So we ain't got a ton of questions. I want two things. I want square footage of the units, and I also want to know if these units are similar to the last ones, how long did it take you to do each unit the last time? Because the time is really what's most important here. It's not the square footage. It's really the time. Once we can figure out the real time for those units, then I can figure out, and if you can also tell me how much you paid other people to do it, and if you didn't have nobody else do it, how much would you have paid somebody to do it per unit? And then I can help you the best with that. All right, what else we got? In the beginning of starting a commercial cleaning business, is it better to niche down your services and branding, like cleaning company that focuses strictly on healthcare facilities, or is it more realistic to stay general? I think the best thing for you to do is to be in Clean Biz Network, because I'm gonna tell you why. Because when you in Clean Biz Network, we have this software. Okay. Now the automation program is gonna teach you how to use the software even better. But just talking regular, because you did say in the beginning, let's talk about the beginning. In our software, you can create unlimited websites, unlimited funnels. So a funnel on a website is very similar. Most people don't know the difference, but to put it very simple, a website is like your home address, right? And then a funnel is an extension of that home address. I don't know why my camera is really zooming out like that or unfocusing like that, but it might come out cool on a video. I don't know. But anyway, so let's just say you did want to niche down. You can create a funnel that says that you are the church cleaning kings and specialists. Then you create a whole separate funnel that says the exact same thing about your company, about medical facilities. Or matter of fact, let's not say medical, that's too general. About chiropractors. Then you can do the exact same thing for dentist office. Then you can do the exact same thing for daycares. But on your main website, about us or our services or what do we offer, you list all them shits, right? But on that funnel, each funnel makes it look like y'all are specialists in this particular area. So hopefully that's answering your question. So what I'm saying is both. Okay, both. All right, now I'm gonna answer this a different way. But that was honestly, that's how I would do it. But I'm very technical savvy too. Maybe everybody don't know how to do that, but if you was in CBN, you would know how. But anyway, so answer that a different way. The way that I learned was just try everything until you figure out what's your comfort zone and stay in that. So, because and it also depends on where you are in life too. Like, are you sitting on money already? You just want to build wealth? Like, what's the reason that you're really doing this? Because if you know you just need to, you got to come up and you ain't playing sitting on a whole bunch of money to play with, then you take what you can get. Period. Until you build up, and then you can get a little choice. If you ain't in a desperate situation, well, then you can figure out and pick out what you really want to clean. And then we only focus on those. But I ain't going to say that there's a best or a better way. It just depends. It's variables in that. All right, what else we got? Let's go back to this, because I think she had a little more content. Some of the units are 14, 16, 18. Okay. But you don't know how much time it should take. So I'll just go off to the cents per square foot, which I'm about to be way more than 20 grand. I can promise you that. One that you just said the 20 grand on that. Oh, that was a different one. I keep confusing y'all two things. 20K. Yeah, that was you. But yeah, I don't know if we're gonna make it. We're gonna see. Actually, no, for 24 units, I'm thinking about the other one. Okay, but so let's start with the biggest one first. You said some, so let's just. All right, so what you would need to do, I'm gonna talk you through what you need to do, and I'm just gonna give you a rough number just to give you a number. But what you would need to do is figure out, okay, well, how many of each of those units are there? So let's just say there's, he says 24. So let's just say 10 of those units are 1855. So I'm gonna do 1855 times 10. That's 18. I shouldn't have done it that way, but it's fine. It still works. So 1855 times 10, that's 18,550 square feet. If I multiply that by 40 cents per square foot, that's 74.20. All right. Then let's just say write that down so I don't forget. Now let's just say you got 8 more, 1684. So 8 of those are 1684. So we had 13, 472. All right. And then the last, what we at 18? So 24 minus 18, 6. So the last 6 are 1447. And you had 8682. So if you add 8682, wait, what? Hold on. My bad. I did that wrong. 8682. Okay, bad. So I need to multiply that by 40 cents per square foot. And I probably did the last one wrong. I knew that kind of high. Okay, so 3472. Let me go back to the last one real quick. It was 1684 times, I said 8, right? Yep. So I'm supposed to multiply that by 40 cents per square foot. Now we're looking better. All right, so you're actually within his price range. So but again, you got to remember I guessed the numbers. Okay, you said I got the number. Hold on back. But I'm just giving you. So if we add up 5388 to 3472 to what was the first one was 7420. I'm at 16,280. So you probably can do it within that $20,000 price range. But again, the real way to figure this out is we really need to know the time so you can check your math. Remember when we was in school and you knew how to get the number, but some teachers, they make you want to reverse that shit so you can check it. And so this is all you're doing. You're just counting it backwards to make sure it adds up. So right now I got it based off of square footage. You said plus exactly, now that's different, right? So that might be the difference in the 4,000 that I'm missing here because I'm at 16.2 right now. Those might be the extra $4,000, but I don't know. I would really have to, sit down there with you. You can always book a consultation with me. Consultation.cleanbusinessnetwork.com. All right, cool. What else we got? Skip it a little bit because I was trying to finish that one off, and then we about to wrap up in 5 minutes. All right, Thomas. No, my bad. It's you, Tamisha. My bad. And then this is thank you. Sounds similar to posting backlinks. What was you talking about? Because right. So similar, very similar. Exactly. You talking about the funnels, right? Very similar. All right. What else we got? It'll create a backlink for you for sure, but it's not necessarily the same. I got the number on. Okay, bet. Oh, all these. Look, I'm thinking we got some different questions. What is this? This is also you. Did I get this one already? So you charge $10 per window, inside and out, no matter what size. Plus those units, like I said, take me around 45 minutes to an hour and a half to do. So like I remember I told you, 40 minutes to an hour and a half. At first you said an hour, not an hour and a half. But even at an hour and a half, bro, I just showed you, you're making $175 per hour. So if we do 175 divided by 1.5, let's just say it's an hour and a half. You're making $116 an hour. Again, where else you gonna go to make $116 an hour? Without a degree involved. That's great. If it's taking y'all an hour and a half to do it and they're getting y'all $116 per unit, man, I'm just saying. And you pay somebody else a normal wage and you fucking killing it. Even if you pay them half of that, y'all both eating. And I would just go find more deals just like that and run it up. All right, what else we got? Oh, that's right. This is what we got. I'm stopping questions. All right, so step 3. After you done got your generation system in place so you can get all those customers coming in nonstop, you got the people who gonna clean it down pat. You taking out. By the way, you always be hiring. That's a big key to step 2. By the way, always be hiring. Don't ever say when somebody, oh, was you hiring? Don't ever. Oh, nah, we ain't got nothing right now, but I'm gonna let you know. Your reply is, well, yeah, we always taking applications. You know what I mean? It's not never no. It's never no. It's, you know what I mean? We taking applications. Always be taking applications. And you should also have a place on your website, which if you're in the automation program, we show you how to easily plug in that little application on your website, set up an automation where after they fill it out, you thank them for the it tags them inside your CRM. So they always on standby whenever you need somebody. And that's what we call your vendors list. So now you got a list of qualified or possibly qualified, right? Because till you meet them, you really don't know. But we got a list of qualified or possibly qualified subcontractors on standby nonstop. And then you also tagging them what area they're in and all of that. So now if you clean multiple different cities, you can pull up, okay, subcontractors in Philly. Then you segment out all your subcontract applications that's in Philly. Now you can look them up, and now you call them one by one, or you can mass email them at one time, one click of a button. Hey, we have an opportunity out here on Philly Street. Anybody interested? Text back on this line. You got 8 of those people. 4 of them text back. Out of those 4 that text back, now you get them a next direction. Out of the next 4 people that text back doing the thing that you told them to do in the next direction, those are the ones who actually get a phone call interview with you. Now, after you finish it, when we say meeting, if it's subcontractors, right? But that's the ones that actually get a meeting with you. If they get past it, and when on that phone meeting, guess what? I'm not really interviewing you necessarily. I'm interviewing you in a different way. I'm listening to how you sound, were you on time for the meeting, that type of stuff. But really on that phone meeting, I'm really just telling you about the job, about the pay, where it's located, asking a little bit about your background. We're filling each other out, and I'm also trying to, most importantly, make sure that you really want to do this. Once we got that out of the way, then we can schedule an in-person meeting. And then from there, if you got it from there, from the in-person, all of everything good, bam, let's get it done. And then you still got those other people on standby, but you always got plan B, C, D, all that in place. But anyway, that was step 2. Step 3 was basically bringing it all together into one big system. So you can go to Cancun and relax and let your company run on its own. And that's how you automate a company. Not just a cleaning company, really any service business, but that's how you do it. Customer acquisition, deliver the service, make sure somebody else doing it other than you. You cannot afford to do it. You're a CEO, you're a boss. You make way more that you from your brain than you can from your physical brute strength. All right. So don't ever think that grinding is the way out. It ain't. Like I promise you that I've done a lot of that. That ain't it. Once you start making money for your brain, that's when you really make the money. All right. And it's just capitalism. All right. And you ain't taking advantage of nobody or nothing. If you paying them well, they know what they signed up for. You done met with them. They said that this is what they want to do. You told them this is what it was. Y'all made an agreement. That's business. Shake on it. Right? Y'all signed for it. Now we put these systems in place to protect us from having to go out there and do the cleaning, to protect us from going out there having to do all the inspections. Or well, in the beginning you will do the inspections, but that be cleaning, right? I mean, yeah, protect us from having to send all these invoices, to protect us from having to send one by one manual emails because you got a CRM software. If you're in a Clean Business Network program, you know what I mean, and you got a CRM software that's sending you these emails, that you got a VA hired and doing the cold calls on your behalf, like we teach you how to do an automation program. If you go to cleanbusinessuniversity.com/automation, click that link and join us, and we're gonna show you how to do all this stuff, y'all. So I got one more, and I'm gonna call that a wrap. KJ's Best says, what's the minimum amount of time someone should stay in the field before scaling themselves out and delegating? 1 month. And you said should. I read that differently. The way I heard that was have to. Ain't no such thing as really should. That's subjective. But for me, I would say just get one, clean it for a month, put somebody in it. Get one, clean it for a month, put somebody in it. That's the lower, easy, basic scaling way. Now, as you get bigger and you start putting more and more systems in place to separate you from the physical labor and the things that you don't want to do, then you won't be cleaning it at all, right? But we ain't there yet. So for now, get one, clean it, put somebody in it. Now, when you're cleaning, guess what? The moment you get that contract, you getting in there, but you already looking for somebody to hire to go clean it. You know what I mean? That's why we got this vendors list. That's why we always taking applications, because we always trying to see, okay, who in that area. That's why a lot of y'all, I can't take that. That's an hour away. You got to build it up. Build your vendors list up. You should have 20 people over there ready to go. They waiting on you. A lot of y'all like, I don't want to tell them I'm hiring, but I ain't got no work for them. Well, you didn't say it right. That's all, and that's why you should be in the automation program. cleanbusinessuniversity.com/automation. All right, 2 more. All right, that's it. And if it's hard, then I ain't finna do it. I ain't gonna lie to you. All right, what are your thoughts? So none of them hard, but some of them just require me to talk longer. All right, so what are your thoughts on focusing on Google Ads for inbound calls instead of outbound cold calls to produce leads? My thoughts is, if you're good at that, then do that. But if you're not, you're gonna waste a lot of money. Cold calling has always been the way for me. I run a lead generation company that operates specifically on cold calls, so that's what I trust, because that's what worked for me. But if you can master that, then do that. But if I'll be honest with you, for me, I reserve that thought. But yeah, cold calling to me is better. But if you get good at that, or you can find somebody that's good at that, and you see that it costs less for you, then do that. But the people who have done that, when we compare numbers, it usually evens out if they're good. And then most times, if they're not good, you're definitely going to spend less by doing it my way. All right, what else we got? What is a good amount you should pay your help in the beginning? Go on Indeed, see what the average amount everybody else is paying people to do that exact type of work, and be clear about that, because you got people out there that's paying house cleaners, and house cleaners get paid more than commercial cleaners. So don't compare yourself to them. Then you got universities up there that's hiring for janitors. Don't compare yourself to them. Look for the companies that's actually hiring for what you're hiring for, commercial cleaners, people that's doing it after hours, and it's not shift work. They're not getting paid by the hour. You get paid a set. And see, it's still going to take your hourly rate though on Indeed. If everybody in the area paying their people roughly about $15 an hour, I usually try to go $2 more than them. What else we got? And by the way, because of that, I take a hit in the profit margin. Now, some people won't take a hit in the profit margin. They just charge more to the customer and they can sell better. I was never that good to do that yet. So I just took a hit in the profit margin in order to pay my people more. All right, what else we got? Where are you located? I had to clean the business for 12 years. Right now, I'm in Jacksonville, Florida. Let's get a call tonight, please. Right. You got to hop on my calendar. I can't do it. I've been working all day, but consultation.cleanbiznetwork, right, .com is where you can go. All right. No problem at all. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for joining. We do this every Thursday night. What time? 6 p.m. Eastern time, y'all. And next week, my boy will be on here. He's better than me when it comes to these automations, so you don't want to miss it. And tomorrow, we got the squad in here as well, so make sure y'all check in for that. Sherman Lewis will be on there as well. We got Tony Williams checking in. We also going to have Brandon Orr. All of us, all my CBN fans, they've been doing this for a very long time with me. You already know I've been doing this for a million times. That's why I'm starting to, start to ease my way on out of here. But anyway, thank y'all so much for watching, liking, sharing, subscribing. I'm AJ Simmons, founder of the Clean Biz Network. I am the Clean Business GOAT. And at some point, I'm going to get me a moderator, so I don't have to keep looking that way to click these buttons. But for now, thank y'all. Talk to y'all next time.
Ain't none of y'all stopping me. Used to say I never get a ring, Charles Barkley. Now I got a wife, got kids, on property. Bubble-eyed beans that look like that be watching me. Okay, I lied about the beans, but that was hard, though. I'm still in that black act, but she starred, though. Cause that's all it takes. I'm flashing for. I'm on my grind, not no more fashion show.